I'm back. I just wanted to talk about, this is part two of, starting from the bottom, starting from scratch. You know, especially kids, there's, in today's economy, and kids, I hear a lot about kids are, people are quitting their jobs and not working, and they do need to up the minimum wage. I guess a lot of places did up the minimum wage, but you still should you still should work. You know what I mean? See, the thing is, don't listen. I mean, some of these people that are telling you, "Oh, don't you're wasting your time on a job." Yes, that is correct. You are. A job can be a time wasting, helping other people become more successful or whatever. But the thing is you got to start from somewhere. You know what I mean? They're not being realistic about the situation. They're not saying, hey, go to that job and stay at that job for 2 or 3 years and save up your money. You know what I mean? And because your first year is going to be a struggle. You know what I mean? At any job, especially when you got bills. You got bills to pay. You got rent. If you got a vehicle, you got car insurance. You got to have gas to get to work every day. You got rent. You got to have food. You got to have food to be able to eat. You might got rent. You might got cable. You might have what else? Rent, cable, electric. Your electric bill could be like $60-$70 a month, $60-$80 a month. You know what I mean? It's just you got a bunch of bills and stuff that you got to pay yet. You know what I mean? So it's not like, that's not realistic to people that are actually, going through the struggle. It's like, these people that are telling you, oh, quit your job and such, what were they doing what were they doing? Ask them what were they doing before they started working and see what they say. I mean, before they became successful over the internet or whatever, because, everybody can't just, everybody doesn't know how to rap or sing or, you know what I mean, and but ask them what they were doing before they became successful. A lot of people hide that shit. It's like they don't even know. They just get on here acting like they've been rich their whole life. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these people weren't rich. A lot of these folks weren't rich their whole life. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta be more realistic about the situation and what's really going on. Yeah, it sucks to work a job. I mean, it sucks to, not work for yourself or something like that. But if you got a, whatever, LLC or, there's so many different ways to make money. It all depends on what your knowledge and what you know how to do. But then again, they got it so easy now. It's like, if you got a vehicle, of 2006 and up or 2004 and up, I mean, come on, you can do DoorDash. You get out there and hustle. You get out there and hustle and do DoorDash every day. You know what I mean? It's like, like I said, pizza delivery. They got, whatever, any type of. They got Lyft, Uber. You know what I mean? There's so many different uh, revenues, streams of income these days. But like I said, first you have to start. First you have to start out. You have to start out from the bottom and work your way up. Everybody wants instant gratification. You know, they want to be instantly paid, which, you know, that's the thing, but you got to put in your mind that you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work to get ahead in life. You know? So don't listen to folks saying, "Oh, you know, quit your job and all this stuff," because when you quit your job, what's going to happen? You got bills racked up. Okay? You have no other income. If you have no other stream of income coming in, then you just got bills piling up. You got your rent, you got your phone bill each month, you got your insurance. If you got a car insurance, if you got a car, you got your you know, all that stuff. So you gotta keep, you know what I mean? And unless you're trying to sell drugs or something like that, you know, or you know, you doing something that's gonna get you in trouble. But I'm talking about just, you know, just a square out way, you know what I mean, of hustling that you see back in the, you know, a lot of people back in the, which I know this isn't the old days, the older days and stuff, but, you know, even 10, 20, 30 years ago, you know, people tell you, you know, they'll tell you, hey, you hear their backstories, you know, hey, how they became successful, with how they worked a job 2 or 3 or 4 years, you know, saved up their money. You know, but first and foremost, that first year you working that job is going to be the crucialist, because, like I said, you get your own place, unless you find a roommate or something like that, but you get your own place, and you got to do whatever it takes as far as, you know, doing the right thing. You know, if you're God's people, man, you're supposed to endure. You're supposed to endure this thing out. You know what I mean? Endure it out to the end. You know, have endurance, mentally, physically. You know, you gotta. I mean, what are you gonna do if you quit your job? What's realistically? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you quit your job? You be going around asking people for money? Or you find another job, because you got to go right back to work. So you got to have a game plan. You got to have a plan. You got to have a strategy to put together to you know, come up with something else that you're creative, something that you know how to do. You know, whether it's cutting grass or, you know, washing people's feet. You know what I mean? Like, or massage, whatever, you know, massage therapist, or, you know, I'm just talking about some legitimate ways, you know what I mean, of you know, earning incomes. I'm not misleading nobody and guiding them into the wrong direction, because you gotta think reality, you know what I mean? You gotta think realistically. And this is for the people that, you know, want to still strive in life, and you know what I mean? Not some knuckleheads or hothead females or whatever that are, you know, that don't want to listen, and, you know, they want to do all the nonsense, you know what I mean? Which, you know, you go out there cutting up if you want to, you know, and you know, see what happens. But I'm just saying that you got to be realistic thinking. You know, it would make sense. You're not gonna freaking you if you don't blow up off of TikTok or something like that, you know what I mean? Then but I'm just talking about people on day to day. People that get out there and you know gotta work a job. But I mean, if you're gonna be working, you might as well find you a job that is worth your worth making decent money. You know what I mean? You might as well find a job that you don't want to be nobody's do boy. You know what I mean? You don't want to be um, following the leader, following around with somebody. Following around with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. You walk your own path in life. You walk your own path in life. That's the best advice that I can give. To the younger generation and stuff. That hey, you got to start from the bottom and work your way up. It's not going to be easy, but if you got the mind, if you got the willpower to get stuff done, then do it. You got able body, you know what I mean? You do it. Get it done. Go in there and put the work in. Put the work in, because these people, a lot of people that are telling y'all this shit aren't freaking being realistic. Because they won't even tell you what they were doing before they even became successful over the internet or whatever, and they just didn't become successful right away. It had been 2, 3, 4 years. You know what I mean? What were they doing before that? Because I have not heard any one person talk about what they've been doing. What were they doing before that, or show you what they were doing? You know what I mean? Like. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that, it could be that there's much more. There's much more to life than just working a 9 to 5. But you got to find the job that suits you. That suits you the best until you figure out and you come up with a game plan. You know what I mean? And strategize on what you want to do. Whether you get your LLC, you start up your own business. You know what I mean? You got to take steps. You can't just start out from you can't just start out from the bottom and just automatically climb to the top. Like, that just don't that don't work. You know what I mean? So, that don't work. Because like I said, you're going to end up getting yourself right into trouble trying to come up with a fast way to make money or something like that. You're going to end up getting yourself right back into trouble. When all you got to do is stay down and stay humble, stay grounded, and just do your thing. Just tough it out. Don't nobody want to work a freaking job. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to work a damn 9 to 5. For the rest of their life. But a lot of people get content. They might find a job making $40,000-$50,000 a year, and then they get content with that job. They get content with it, and they might even find a job making more than that, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. But It's all on what you want to do, where you feel you're comfortable at making. What type of money that you feel you're comfortable with making. You know? That's the best I can tell you. You know, you find your job. Find you a job that some people, like I said, some people get content at these jobs and they give up on their dreams. They give up on what they're good at doing, what their talents they have. You know, they give up on their dreams. So it's like, and then when that system goes to shit in the next 10, 15 years, you know what I mean? You're gonna be screwed. So you gotta find your niche and what you're good at doing. Just keep staying at it. Keep staying focused and staying at it, because you're not gonna freaking blow up overnight. You're not gonna, unless you're doing something that's for the masses. You know what I mean? To where a lot of people are seeing you or something like that. But other than that, a lot of these, even if you want to become a rapper or whatever, a lot of these rappers didn't even have money. Like they tell you their stories. Some of them didn't even have money. They had to go borrow money from people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why you gotta be self-sufficient, because do your own thing. But all right, I've been rambling enough here. So this is part two of starting from the bottom, working your way up. Starting from scratch, working your way up. You can do it. God bless. Like, subscribe. Thanks.